Hello, greetings, salutations, YouTube. Thank you for being here at my channel. If you like this video, I just ask you like, comment, subscribe. Today is a 1 month review on a Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra and the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro 3. Now, on my left, I have a Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra LTE variant. Is on AT&T, hooked up on the eSIM. I see all that. All right. Now, one thing I do like about now, there's plenty of watch faces that you're able to create. You also are able to do a lot of the customization inside of the watch itself. There's a whole bunch of watch faces. And there's also more watch faces that you're able to download on the Google Play Store. Um, I keep it pretty simple. I like large text, but I also like the second counter. I definitely like the seconds on my watches. But the big text on this watch face is superior, in my opinion. Yes, it does tell everything pretty crystal clear. Um, Now, to the technical specifications of 4K or Ultra HD AMOLED screens, I will not have that information, but trust me, even in daylight, darkness, the screen is superior. Now, this watch has a couple of quick action buttons from this quick button here on the side. Now, once you click this button, I have this one set up to flashlight. There's only about five there's only about five things that you're able to put or keybind this button to. Now this definitely gets very, very bright. It gets very, very bright. Um, it is very bright. So the screen definitely is bright. Now I'm gonna speak on a couple of things that interest me to specifically to buy this watch. Uh, I bought this watch over Christmas. Now, a other watch that I bought that was $250. It was a Moby. It was a Moby smartwatch of the sort, but I ended up returning that watch, which it did have a lot of good features, and it still has a lot of great features. Um, but the Samsung ecosystem kind of pushed me to one device versus the other. Now that other watch was great. It was superb. I just happened to go with the Samsung watch. I did like the feel of this watch on your wrist. This watch feels immaculate. It is a very large watch. When you take it out of the box, you will be like, "Damn, I I I said this watch is a tank. It's a tank. I've owned Casios. I've owned a couple of Michael Kors watches. I've owned the Samsung Galaxy Fit 3 watch, which is a smaller fitness band watch. But this is probably most my expensive watch, probably my most advanced watch. I also had a while ago an Apple Watch 3. I believe titanium, um, you know, the higher end, not the aluminum. But this watch in itself has a lot of features jam packed into it. A couple of things I do like from this watch. One thing I definitely need about smartwatches is the I had a Casio. Casio, I definitely. One thing about watches, smart watches or watches that are digital and then require a battery. I definitely look at the longest battery time. Now, this does not have the longest battery life on the market. Just from even from what I experienced from my other different watches. Now, Casio is in the other league. 20 years. Solar power watches, like those are the type of watch I buy. I bought $150 Casio that 20-year battery cell. Don't have to charge it, and I don't wear it anymore. Just it honestly, it's right here. It's literally right here. Just strapped to my. This is and it's telling the correct date, and I don't have to sync it up. I just use it for an alarm clock right now because this right here is my daily driver. I work a very tedious job, and I went online to buy a watch case for this that kind of puts it over it like a Casio watch. Um, and I ended up not going along with it just because how resistant and tough this casing is to scratches. Now there are a couple of minor scratches along the watch bezel itself. I also have a screen protector on it. Now again, I work outside. I work in mud, rain, sleet. I work very construction based work. Now it's not the most dirtiest job, but it does get kind of dirty, and this watch holds up pretty well. Now there is no physical touch bezel that a lot of tech people or viewers speak about, but I don't have to always navigate on my watch. I don't always tend to navigate. I don't use my watch for that case purpose. I use it more as a sleep tracker, a stress tracker, step counter, and a traditional watch and a weather aid. As you see up here, I have a heart rate, got my steps, got my stress down here, and I definitely like the format. It does kind of resemble the counterpart of the Apple's product, but at the same time, they're making their own. They're making their own headway in their products themselves. Now there's only for my there's three buttons on here that actually work with the watch. There's two buttons on the back that actually release the watch band, um, but they have a home button and a recent menu button. Um, Now you're able to listen to Spotify, download things from Google Play. Now this thing as well, it also has NFC built into it. Now again, I said this is an LTE watch. So let's say I walk out the house without my phone, or my phone dies on a long day, and this might have a couple of more hours of battery. I'm able to still get around. My debit cards are still attached to this watch band. I'll still be able to receive incoming texts and calls because it is hooked up to LTE. I'm still able to listen to Spotify just because the LTE function as well. Um, so it gives you another security blanket for those times of necessity. I mean, we live in a technological world where if you're not connected, you're kind of in the past. So this just gives you another way of being connected, but also free from your phone. Now, like I said, this is a 1 month review. I wear this constantly, not just to keep my steps, but sometimes I want to leave my phone in another room, and I still want to be able to have notifications and be still aware of what's going on through my notifications on my phone from my security system to just getting and receiving text messages and calls. So I like smartwatches just because you're able to still be um, connected, in that sense, but also not have to carry around a full separate device. Now we're gonna move on to the Google Plus. I keep saying Google. They work well with Google. Song Buds Pro 3. As you see, the lights light up, which is a great effect. If you actually take both of these out of the case, and you hold, I need both hands to hold it, but if you hold both of these down, I wish I can do it. Now this is they say these are Samsung's most advanced buds. They're pretty advanced. Compared to how far we've come in technology. Let's see if I can get it to activate. I don't know. I need both hands out. Let's see. There you go. So as you see, they have different lighting settings, from steady to pulsing. I don't usually use the lights unless it's at night, and I plan on going to sleep in them. They tend to, they're pretty stable in your ear, as you see the kind of earphone tip it is. If you don't like this traditional type of tip, it may not be for you. I traditionally like these type of tips. It's kind of more of immersive listening experience. Now these headphones are superior. Now let me see if I can find my. Now these, I have a couple of headphones. Now these are Beats, the newer Beats. I have the other older Beats. Now these are the Beats Studio Pro Plus, and I took these. These are great. These are great for music listening. They were great. They're real low profile, as you see. They're not stem. They're not stem based. Now they say the stems are much better for the call quality and that sort. You know, it is what it is. But these were great as well. But I ended up dropping one of these in Jack and Coke one day at a football game, and it messed up I believe the noise cancellation. So it just kept pulsing in my ear. I apologize for that, but yeah, it just kept pulsing in my ear, and until I reseat the earbud, and then it will stop pulsing. I believe it's trying to find the right pressure for noise cancellation. But they still work. But I did have not a major issue with call quality with these, but you know, we're here. You know, so what I'm trying to really convey is I've tried a lot of earbuds. I haven't tried them all, but I have tried a couple of higher end earbuds. Now these were priced when I bought them probably 99, $130. Not a buy I needed to do, but I love tech. I love tech. I'm sorry. But now these, of course, now they're the most advanced, but they were also the most expensive buds I ever bought, at probably $188 on sale on Amazon. Water resistant, sweat resistant. Don't even touch them with water, please don't. They're too expensive to even try. Now the case, it's pretty simple of a case. I mean, I don't think that it's, you know, that's not the main draw. I mean, even battery life, the battery life for the case, I don't have the technical specifications for the battery life, but I do know the buds themselves. These buds themselves, with the light off, they're supposed to be 6 hours, with noise cancellation off, and then with the noise cancellation on, they're supposed to be up to 5 hours. Now that's not tremendous battery life, but from the first Beat Studio Pros to the Beat Studio Pros Plus to these, they are an improvement in battery life, especially since the noise cancellation is much better. Now there's a couple of settings within the Samsung menu. I wish I had a second phone here that I was able to show the Samsung menu, but it's not a lot of settings and options for this device. There's some good preferences, but there's not a lot of options. Now there's four options for this device for noise cancellation. You have transparency mode, adaptive mode, noise cancellation, and off. Now, you're able to assign those to whichever left or right bud you want to be able to hold and press, and then they'll switch to that mode. Now, the modes that I typically find myself in, all three, honestly. It does pass through sound very well on the passive transparency mode. But then the adaptive mode, it does work well. It does fluctuate through loud noises.
It's not that noticeable, but if you're an audiophile, your ears will pick it up. Um, but like I said, I work with loud drills all day and cars passing, and listening to music with noise cancellation on. Um, it's night and day. Even having the adaptive mode on, it allows you to switch in between noise cancellation, transparency mode, and then I believe that that adaptive mode also dampens or strengthens the noise cancellation by your surroundings. Now, another thing that I definitely like about these Samsung Buds are they're hands free. And what I mean by hands free is when you pop them in your ear, you can just say play music, stop music, next song, previous song, without actually having to touch your phone, device, Apple Watch. I'm not Apple Watch, excuse my language. Ew. You don't have to touch your watch, your smartwatch, Galaxy Watch, fitness band. You don't have to touch anything. Everything, all the commands will be done through the AI processing within the earbud. So if you're saying play music, it will start playing the media that was previously playing. It'll stop the media, which is very handy because you could have your hands full and you're speaking to somebody, or somebody wants to start a conversation with you, and you don't have to stop or fumble around with you can just say stop music, and it stops the music. And that's pretty much very, very helpful at a quick moment's pace. Now, what are another things do I like about these? I mean, they're not the most fastest charging headphones, in my opinion. Now, this case is a Spigen case. I just keep it. I just bought this just because I like always having my music with me on my keys, because I'm always and just thrown into the music. I don't like to have conversation. I rather just enjoy my music in peace and quiet, or it is what it is. But this speaking case definitely comes in handy. I believe this is probably some just knockoff case, but again, I appreciate you hanging in there, listening to what I have to say about my new Samsung products. Fresh off the presser, I believe this Samsung Galaxy Ultra watch came out a couple of months ago, and well, I mean a couple of months ago, probably around June or July, and then these Samsung Pro Buds probably came out in probably September. Now, don't quote me; I know I'm probably wrong, but I just wanted to share my review on now. The quality of these devices are premium. Now, of course, you have ultra premium, but these are premium. These are rightly so very much the price you pay for the device you want, especially because of the AI features that are not very standard or customary right now. But these headphones in themselves, these are my first Samsung branded headphones, and I just wanted to try them out to see how they compare to other counterparts or other third parties. And trust me, they live up to every bit of the hype. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I I didn't. I bought this watch, even I bought these headphones, and I was saying these are for personal use. I'm not gonna take these to work. But once I heard it, and once I felt it, once I experienced these devices, I couldn't put anything else in my ear, and I couldn't put anything else on my wrist. The quality of these products, the ecosystem of these products, it's superior. It's worth every penny, and I just wanted to speak my piece and my opinion on my new gadgets. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time and attention. You have a great day, and hopefully you got something from it. Enjoy it. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.